and this is a special update from Rostov. Right behind me, you see civilians gathering to, it seems, cheer off and see off the Wagner group. The day has gone through so many different changes here in Russia. The day started with the leader of the Wagner group, Prigozhin, saying that the Ministry of Defense of Russia fired on his forces from the rear, these forces, the Wagner group, as they were in the war zone fighting. And Prigozhin brought his forces into Rostov. It took control of part of Rostov. And the Ministry of Defense and Russian authorities were calling them traitors. And he was making demands. And just hours ago, and over here we can see some of the, let's go over this way. Right here we can see a Wagner tank that was here in the center of Rostov. And just hours ago, the head of the Wagner group met with the president of Belarus, Lukashenko, and had a negotiations. And the result of that negotiations was that his longtime enemy, the Minister of Defense of Russia, Shoigu, and Shoigu's deputy are at least going to be resigning. We've been on the road for 10 hours to get here to show you what's happening here on the ground, and we're doing that.
Как вы чувствуете за сегодня?
Да, наши ребята очень рады всех видеть. Пусть мы побыстрее все вместе объединимся. Вместе мы сила, Ахмат и Вагнер сила.
Помощи Божьей, дорогой, мы за вас молимся.
Как результат сегодня? Как результат сегодня?
Как будем дальше?
Результат сегодня.
Результат нормальный.
Нормально?
Всех взбодрили. Счастливо.
Счастливо. So, we just got a short little interview there with the head of the Wagner group as he was leaving the area here in Center Rostov. That was Prigozhin. And now we can see that the last tanks of the Wagner group are leaving with the cheering of the crowd here in Rostov. And we just saw the head, Prigozhin, go by, and so many people just cheering and wishing him well and wishing him off. Very different than we thought it was going to be here. All right, now we can see one of the tanks here behind me has a bouquet of roses in the end of it. Very interesting, to say the least. Seems the people are happy that the Wagner came here, or happy they're leaving. It's a little hard to say, but I mean, what else can you say? The people are here cheering the soldiers, cheering them, thanking them. как дела?
Отлично,
Да?
супер, мы счастливы.
Путин наш хозяин.
Да? И почему вас рада Вагнер?
Мы любим Вагнер.
Да?
Да, мы любим Россию. Россия победит всегда.
Ага.
Всегда будет.
Любим.
Сегодня был проблема или нет?
Нет проблем. Нет, все отлично. Все отлично, все хорошо. Все
Ага.
отлично.
Понял.
Все замечательно.
Здравствуйте. Как обстановка здесь?
Замечательно.
Да? Сегодня был проблема или...
Никаких проблем не было.
Ага. Как вы чувствуете обстановку сегодня? Что произошло?
Как в кино.
Да. Но что вы...
Уважаемые граждане, отходим с проезжей части.
Что вы думал за Wagner?
Замечательные ребята.
Да?
Да, не было ни страха,
Плотят плоти народ.
Ага. Все, спасибо большое. Как обстановка?
Класс! Класс! Вот так вот!
Да?
На высшем уровне!
Нету проблемы сегодня?
No problem, no problem!
Ага. Как? Почему? Мы слышали на новости, тут очень...
Все, заебись! Лайк! Sorry!
No problem. Еще раз сказать.
Вы знаете, нет никакого конфликта, все замечательно. Мы любим президента, лучший президент. У нас все замечательно. Мы любим Вагнер. У нас Министерство обороны супер. Самое сильное.
Самый сильный
Страшно
штурмовой
не
отряд
было.
в мире.
Нет, но в начале мы верили. Мы верили в душе. Мы верили в том, что разум, Россия всегда была с разумом, и мы нашли бы, обязательно нашли бы мирный конфликт, вот, все, нашли бы слова, нашли бы переговоры какие-то, прошли бы, но обязательно только мирным путем. Только. Мы верили в это. Так и случилось. Так и случилось. Мы благодарны Богу. Бог с нами. Вагнеровцы, умницы, большие молодцы.
Лучшие штурмовики
Да.
в мире.
Да.
Are you aware as a result of today, the Minister of Defense of Russia is going to be leaving his
Мы
job?
горды своей страной.
Скажите, пожалуйста, как вы думаете, в результате сегодняшних событий министр обороны Российской Федерации будет ли уволен со своего места?
части, пожалуйста, отойдите. Ну, может быть, да, может быть.
Нет, это уже...
Не, если не думали об этом.
Может быть, да.
Знаете, мы не думали об этом, да, но как-то вот хочется верить в хорошее, в лучшее. Да. Я думаю, что президент найдет тот
Так у нас есть
метод,
сильные генералы, есть, которые умеют воевать, и которые могут, да, могут.
Как вас думал за министр обороны? Был хороший или...
Как сказать? Ну, видимо, не все так было хорошо, что произошел этот инцидент. Да.
так просто.
Да, не так. Поэтому надо решать президенту, как дальше действовать. Да. Искать варианты, да. Усиление.
Спасибо. Как обстановка? Да?
Все хорошо.
Да? Что будешь делать сейчас? Что будет?
Работать.
Да?
Работать.
Ага.
Ребята, молодцы. Это вот иностранный корреспондент. Это интервью брал, да, и мы ему сказали, вы победили.
Все вот так сюда обеда, мы были террористами.
Нет, мы с самого
После обеда мы вообще классные парни.
Мы с самого начала.
Вы любимые. Спасибо. Всего хорошего.
Аккуратнее.
Отходим с проезжей части.
Как обстановка? Да? We can just see the happiness of the people here today. It's very different than I expected. I mean, there's just thousands of people, hundreds maybe, just cheering them along as they leave the city. What's happened here today?
Well, today was some kind of attempt of an intervention, but thankfully they managed to find a solution almost without victims. So we see that people support Wagner and that they managed to find something in common with their goals. And we hope they will make it to the victory.
Okay, and why are people cheering to Wagner right now?
I suppose because they support them, they respect them, and they're glad that they managed to solve it without blood and without, civil war.
And what do you think about Wagner yourself?
Well, I respect them for what they're doing, and I suppose that was a cause of misunderstanding, because, bureaucracy and that their judicial status wasn't that clear, and that all that blood was boiling. But, well, the level of danger is not that great at the moment. I guess they're glad that, it's not war here in the city.
And do you know that the results of today is that the Minister of Defense is losing his job?
I've heard it, but it's not certain yet.
It seems like the agreement in the negotiations with President of Belarus was that he was at least going to be resigning. That's the word now.
Yes, seems so, but the President of Belarus doesn't have such power to set another minister. But it seems to me that some change is gonna happen.
Okay, and you think that'll be a good thing or a bad thing?
I suppose it's gonna be a good thing.
And where are you from?
From here, from Rostov.
And why do you speak so good English?
I've been studying it in university. Yeah, and
right.
I've been looking for all your videos since the Armenian war in Azerbaijan and Armenia, and I respect you, man, really much.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. It's nice to meet you. What's your name?
Arthur.
Arthur. Very nice to meet you.
Thanks, your partner.
Thank you.
Thanks for what you're doing.
Thank you. All right, we've done everything to show you the most we can here in Rostov. We thought we actually missed it. We thought we drove all day, 10 hours to get here, and we got the news that they had left the city. So we were just prepared with our camera here today. We were just taking a walk, and we found them here. The word was that they had already left. So sorry about the quality of the video, but we're always prepared with at least a camera in our pocket. But this turned out to be a pretty good video. We got to talk to Prigozhin and really get an insight into the people here in Rostov, the Russian, you can say, soul, about what they think about the events of today and the Wagner group. Very surprising even for me. I've been living in Donetsk off and on for the last 9 years and covering this war for 9 years. So it's been just a shock. I had predetermined conclusions coming here today after seeing all the events of the last 24 hours. I did not expect it to be like this at all. And of course you won't see this on the Western mainstream media. You won't see the people happy that Wagner was here today and that they weren't scared at all. They weren't scared of anything. Of course, it seems there was some casualties today with the aviation up north, and that's a shame. We wish the best for their families. We're going to keep bringing you all the stories here in the ground, in Russia, in the Ukraine war zone, and beyond, because the Western mainstream media hides these facts from you. We show you what they want. We show you the facts that we see with our own eyes. We don't sit in a chair somewhere 1,000 miles away, just typing away, reading. We come to the point of the action, like always. I'm Patrick Lancaster, coming to you from the places the Western mainstream media won't. Please support our work with the link on the screen or in the description, because this is how we're only able to report to you, our viewers, because you're the ones that support us.